Oh, oh, no. Hey, hello there. You have to excuse me. I just had my feet up on the desk and I was taking a little nap. Been kind of busy here. One of my favorite places to nap, right here while I'm working, especially lunch times. Though with the students around here, taking naps is not as easy as you'd think. I mean, you look at the kind of things that would interrupt me. Down here, near the microwave, I'd have tons of, let's see, I'd have Bhavin and Nolan and Matthew. And they'd always asking me stupid questions like the difference between socialism and capitalism, stuff like that. Or they'd ask me how they could get Jimmy to share his hot dogs. Now, that would probably be socialism. And if he wouldn't share them, could I ban him from the room? Yeah, those guys did not let me get much sleep. Not as much as I should get. Or if you look over in the other side of the room here, the big TV over there, Super Smash Brothers or Smash Brothers or Ultimate Smash Brothers or Super Duper Smash Brothers, whatever they played on there. Noisy. Think a bunch of screaming girls at a Taylor Swift concert. That's the noise. And I've never been to a Taylor Swift concert. I do have a couple of her songs. But anyway, super noisy. How I ever got any sleep with those guys going on, I will never know. And then I'd have students come by to bug me. Put my feet back up. Mr. Simpson coming by to get gum every lunchtime from me, make me get up out of my chair. So any wonder I never had any juicy fruit hanging around. I had a couple sisters who they'd always come in and be asking me like, what's your favorite color? Or what do you think of the climate situation? They'd be trying to get rid of my Mustang, I think. I think they just didn't want me napping. They're just trying to bug me. Yeah, thanks a lot, ladies. Another student who was always coming in, she had color problems. I think she was colorblind. And she could not tell the difference between orange and yellow, so she always needed to come to me for advice on what she was wearing. And I was always right. Never wrong. I'm a teacher. I'm always right. That's the way it is. And if I had a nickel for every student that came to me with a problem about technology, I wouldn't be retiring right now. I'd have been retired a long time ago. And I'd help them out, as long as they were Mac users. If they were Windows users, they're out of luck. Nah. Mac, all the way, right? But anyway, I am retiring, and I was just here cleaning up my wall. You notice it's getting a little bare there. And packing stuff into the box here. It's a tiny box, but I'm going to mash it in there really good. I guess for 10 years I don't have that much stuff. But it's a lot of memories, taking stuff off your wall. And even if I'm looking at what's on the wall right now, look at a square volleyball over there, which I don't know if you can see very well. Yeah. Used that in a video once. I mean, if you don't play volleyball, you're a square, right? But I did a lot of sports at Sir John. Coaching, volleyball, track and field, badminton, and played sports too, like against the students. Played basketball, volleyball, never lost. Never lose against the students. Never. Did Combined Arms Club. Air pistol, air rifle, archery. Archery, if you look at us here, championships last summer. And fencing. So lots of fun there. Did that for like 8 years probably out of my 10 years here. What else we got on the wall? We got a lot of drama programs and drama posters. Let's see what I got in my box here. Let's see what I got. I have a picture. It came off the wall. A drama picture. Oops, got my finger in front of my face. Okay, so that's drama stuff there. Make sure we're zoomed out here in case I accidentally hit a button I shouldn't. Let's see what else we got in there. Oh, all right. Squirt gun. There was a month or two, I had 2 of these. It was a couple of years ago. And I used them for anybody that came into my room and was eating where they shouldn't be, or wearing a hat. Oh, mentioned track and field championships. Wearing a hat, or, using inappropriate language. Instead of me, because, I'm lazy, and I like to have my feet up, instead of me getting up and walking over there or doing whatever, I would just hit them with the squirt gun. It was great. I could reach out and touch somebody all the way across the room. And students actually for that couple months loved it too, because you never saw people squeal on their friends so quick, because they wanted to see their friends get shot with the squirt guns. I wouldn't really call it student abuse, would you? No. Everybody needs a little bit of water, Water's good for you. Good for the environment. What else we got? Oh, we got this. Okay, so it's a dry bag. I'm thinking of jokes. I mean, not just April Fool's jokes and jokes. This here dry bag, I had a student who had a Kindle. She used to like to read it in my class here, and then she'd just leave it laying around all the time, before school, lunchtime, after school, and I was always having to pick it up. So I kind of threatened her that I was going to take that Kindle, and upstairs in the room across from Mr. Knox, there was a big fish tank, and I was going to dunk her Kindle in the fish tank. And she just laughed because she didn't believe me. But one day she came in looking for it. She asked where it was. I looked at her, and I just smiled. And she screamed and ran for the door. Ran up the stairs, and the door was locked up there. She looked through the window and saw her Kindle floating in the fish tank. And she fell down on the floor, kicking and screaming. She was very dramatic. Rhea. But I had it in a dye bag, so it didn't get wet. That was a good joke. Couple others. April Fool's jokes. I would mention the one where I put a bunch of face masks and notices from NWT Health and stuff at each of the main doors, and said there was a deadly virus in the school and people had to wear face masks to come in. But I shouldn't say too much about that. Predicting the future there. Most people don't know about it because it came down pretty quick, because students were coming to the door, reading the notices, looking at the masks, and then just turning around and going home because they didn't want to wear them. So the secretaries had to quickly run out and take them down. But it was a good joke. What else we got? We got another April Fool's joke here. So this one here says Cash, April Fool's. So Ms. Cash, she used to like to borrow my really nice pens, like the ones here, these little Uniballs, like these pens. And I don't know how many of mine she ended up with. Dozens. So one day I started in September and saved up all the way until April. I saved up 1,000 Bic pens, bought them, saved them, and I stuffed them in her locker. And I guess when she opened it, just an avalanche of pens all over the floor. It was great. That was a great April Fool's joke. And there were others too, but let's see what else we got here. Student art. Let's see, hanging on my wall. This was Athena. She was here for a year or so. She did that, gave it to me. It's hanging on my wall. A little bit of origami. I don't know I think it's a swan or a really badly done dragon. I'm not sure. That was Cheryl Lee. Okay, I'm pretty sure. Don't think it was Jasmine. I think it was Cheryl Lee. Okay. What else we got in here? I've got a couple. I've had a bunch of grad photos. So if I look, the first grad photo I had put up there, Mackenzie Zublies gave me this. And the last one, I don't have one from this year because we didn't have this year. But my last one, Braden Cordero. So there's a couple of the ones I have there. So a few things did here at school that were really, I learned a lot and had a lot of fun with students, and one was 3D design. And this here is one of my shoes. It's not that shoe, it's a different one of my shoes. I have so many shoes, as you know. But we took a 3D scanner and scanned it and then printed it out. See the little Nike swoosh on it maybe? Yep. That's something we did at school. But another thing, a lot of graphics. And I mean, you can see them in the back up there in the programs and the posters, but a lot of Photoshop. And this year, this actually started in Range Lake before I got here. This was 3 students, they Photoshopped this. And that's Shelby Brandvold in the middle, and TD, Alex Turner Davis, the top, your top left? Top, anyway. And a person whose name I forget. Excuse me if I run into you as a student someday and I've forgotten your name. When I came back from spring break from summer vacation every year, I'd forget half the teachers' names. It's just the way it went. So I forget her name. But anyway, this is fairly well done. But if you look at what we have done now, and some of you have seen this, most of you have all seen this. So this was Sarin and Janaea, and they did this last year. So all of that kind of stuff going on. So lots of fun stuff, and I don't know, I gotta finish taking my nap so I get some energy so I can finish taking stuff off the wall, and then I can actually, retire and go do all the stuff I used to do here, except do it at home all day long, take naps, do graphics, shoot bows and arrows, all that fun stuff, play jokes on people. So that's what I plan to do. So I'm retiring. I'll be in Edmonton. If you see a grabber blue Mustang driving along, make sure you stay on the sidewalk. Wouldn't want to accidentally run into you, right? So, been nice working with everybody, students and staff. And you all have a good, interesting year next year. Now I'm just going to take a nap here. One last time. Sayonara. Das Vidanya. Arrivederci, au revoir, auf Wiedersehen, and aloha.